ist kein Krankenhaus, das ist ein Käfig.
It's been such a long ride with this movie. How does it feel to finally be able to get it into theaters?
Yeah, just a relief. You know, it's been a long time, and I think it's been mainly for, you know, for the fans and for people to just finally see it.
And they've been so patient and so kind and understanding, and I think hopefully they're going to really, really enjoy it, and it will have been worth the wait.
It all turned out for the best, and we're just so excited to get it out to everybody, especially to kind of be one of these first movies to get people to get back into theaters, which I think is so important.
Ich habe was gesehen, was ich nicht hätte sehen dürfen.
What would you say is the difference between your version of the mutants and the ones we've seen in the X-Men franchise?
I think maybe that our mutants are kids first, rather than fully developed mutants. Like, they're only just starting to understand their powers in any capacity.
It's not like you know, Xavier's school where they're there because they feel gifted. They're in this place, you know, and they're forced to be in this place, and they all feel like a danger to themselves, to other people, and they're kind of scared.
We feel like cursed almost for having these powers. We don't feel heroic at all, and we all relate that our powers are incredibly traumatic and strong, too powerful for society. I think that's like the different element that we haven't seen before.
Dieser Ort lässt sich deine größte Angst so lange durchleben, bis sie dich umbringt.
Looking back, is there anything you would do differently in portraying your characters? 3 years is maybe not such a long time, but for some of you, you started as grown teenagers and now you're adults. How does it feel?
I would have changed a lot of things. I don't know.
I think actors, we always will change something, right? As actors, it's like, if you can, you're always going to be like, oh, I should have done that. Like, and if you do a film that hasn't been released, you're like, oh, I really wish I could have done something different.
Would change a lot. It was so. I just think, like, as you live more life, you become a better actor, because like all of these things that you're trying to imitate on screen, you like now have an understanding of, because not only have you lived them, but you've like learned through them, and like you've become a different person because of them. Yeah, I could identify that I was actually really like uncomfortable during that time, and like that was okay for it to like be coming out on screen that way.
Möchte jemand von seinem ersten Erlebnis erzählen? Rain.
Ich war 13. Ich dachte, es wäre ein Traum. Ich habe einfach die Kontrolle verloren.
If you could choose any other role or any other power, Blue, would you rather be Maisie's character or vice versa because of the powers?
No.
I think you have like the coolest power.
You know, I really like Danny's powers. I think they're really cool. I really couldn't be any other character but Danny. Like it. And
that was so cute, Blue. You're like, I wouldn't want to trade my powers. I really like
I don't want to be a wolf. I'm okay.
Yeah, like I don't even want to be a wolf.
Ihr alle seid gefährlich. Deshalb seid ihr hier.
You are a huge New Mutants fan. What brought you to these comics?
So I mean, I grew up in the 1980s with my best friend Nate, and he wrote this movie with me, and we've been friends since we were literally little babies. So we were Marvel obsessed in the 1980s when we were kids, and we read these comic books religiously. New Mutants was something that was just so unique in the way that the art looked and the tone of it and the aesthetic of it pushed the bounds of Marvel comics in the 1980s in a way that made us stand up and take notice. And when I made Fault in Our Stars for Fox and it was successful, I knew they had the X-Men franchise, so I went and Nate and I made them a comic book basically and begged them to let us develop this into a movie.
Wir können hier rauskommen. Gemeinsam.
The New Mutants.